Well, I promised you I would show you some more of my collectibles. And so I'm going to stop off here today at ACME Superstore to see if there's anything I need to grab. I've been collecting certain things for a while, and I'm going to start off here. I got some friends with me today, Mike and Robbie.
Hey.
We're going to go in to ACME and see if they have anything worth buying, and I figured at least one of us. I was going to say, we haven't even been in yet. At least one of us is probably gonna take something home. Maybe. We'll see. Now, let's take a closer look. Shown this place many times, but they do have a assortment of different things, and I'm always looking for classic monsters. That's gonna be today's thing, is classic monsters. Show you guys some of my classic monster collectibles I have. In fact, Mike brought me some classic monsters to add to my collectibles today. So let's go in. They're heading in. Let's go into ACME, everybody. I thought that was a old school Space Jam, but it's a new school Space Jam. But what's that, Superman?
It's LeBron. Dude, I got these for my birthday.
Did you? What year was that?
Maybe I was like 12. I don't know.
Hasbro.
These are so cool.
This, the way it looks.
Oh yeah.
Starting to turn yellow. It has a vibe. It's awesome.
Some life to it.
Yeah, this is a evil Brainiac. Alien Brainiac. There's the Joker right there, man. There's Val Kilmer, Chris O'Donnell, Tommy Lee Jones right there.
It's not bad. $12.
Oh, there's the little penguins there.
I like that.
From Batman Returns.
I never had that.
And I had that Wayne Manor right here, the Bat Cave.
Oh, cool.
That's so cool. There's one in the box.
That's funny. I have a
Right
bunch of
here.
these.
That's so cool.
The cave's like
Love
the first
Batman
thing
stuff.
you lose as a kid.
I have the Bruce Wayne. It looked just like Michael Keaton. There's Catwoman right there. Those are Michael Keaton. That's so cool. $190 for the 66 collectible.
Honestly, it's good prices.
Yeah.
Too.
Look at this guy.
Dude, how about a Batman alarm clock? Wind it up and get the dings.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
This is Alien. You are with Sigourney Weaver. Here's a fun fact. Abby and I have been watching, well, actually we finished the Osbournes TV series. We watched the whole series again. It's on Prime, Amazon Prime. And now we're watching the basement tapes. It's where the Osbournes watch the episodes and give commentary, and it's really cool. There's so much variety here at ACME. I don't collect anything like this, but this Alice Cooper's pretty sick. I actually saw Alice Cooper in person with these two. We saw Alice Cooper together. That was at Spooky Empire.
We're not worthy.
You walked out and there he was.
Dude, he walked right
Oh
through
my
it.
gosh. Hey, I'm wearing kind of a appropriate shirt. It's Terminator.
Have you seen this boy?
Kyle Reese is on the front of this, but it's Terminator 2 right there. Still getting used to the self-balance gimbal.
Dude.
Do not touch.
Sorry.
$550 for Terminator.
Shell shocked.
$500 for NBA Jam. Dude, I love NBA Jam. Mike, you should get one of these. We'll all pitch in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look,
I'd love to have the T2.
Turtles in Time.
Shocked. Right?
I do have quite a bit of these from the Disney afternoon. Collect some of those. There's Sharon right there bobbing head pin.
So cool.
What is it? Oh, it's the Sackhead Jason right there. Crew socks. Tons of Jason.
Look at the Hellraiser pin.
Oh yeah. Frankenstein's pretty cool.
When I
don't need another Frankenstein.
I can almost
Dance to the beat.
Oh, there's some more Frankenstein down here. Halloween 3. There's some Gremlins.
You see the Tales from the Crypt?
I do have some of the
I have a
Beetlejuice.
Dracula from the Tales from the Crypt animated.
I found out that they took the original Chucky doll and reskinned it for Crypt Keeper on season 1. I don't know if that's true. Yeah, they say the eyes are the
They
same.
did. It's the same eyes.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Wait, so the
Yeah, there's the
Crypt
thing.
Keeper is the Chucky?
Yeah.
The face.
They use the eyes.
That's
I think it's
crazy.
the eyes that they use.
Look at that.
And your eye.
Leather face.
And the tongue.
And I had a ton of this stuff growing up.
Hey, look. Look at the.
Would love to get this Vampira.
I bought these at Walmart. They're selling
here.
for $79.
What is this?
Dude, I bought this
Forbidden
for
Planet?
$20 at Walmart when they were selling this.
No way.
That's still in the box. They're selling for $80.
$80 now. Wow, that's crazy.
Movie Maniacs Freddy.
Let me see that.
No way.
It's only $29.
Dang,
It's cheap.
that's pretty
Dude,
good.
this is. I like these better than NECA.
What do you think,
I like that it's more
James
of a
Dean?
caricature,
What do you think,
Yeah.
James Dean?
You know?
In the Freddy-looking sweater, James Dean. Oh my gosh! Hey. All right, all right, all right. So much Terminator. I remember the Terminator. But yeah, there is a RoboCop right there. So much Terminator. There's John Connor. Oh, dude, Independence Day. There's Jeff Goldblum's character right there, David. And there's Sarah Connor. Wow. There's a Svengoolie. And then look at this monster. Yeah, it's Remco. That's really cool.
Rob, did you see this?
This Friday the 13th signed by Kane Hodder. I have a Kane Hodder signature on a Jason mask.
Did you see the
What else are here? There's Jack Osborne.
right here?
Right there. Ozzy.
Robbie's looking for.
Right there. Hey, Brad Hamilton. All right, Hamilton.
Dude, this is cool.
It's good stuff.
Remco Monsterizer.
Alice Cooper. Yeah, the Remco Monsterizer is cool. Mike collects classic monster
I
stuff
like
too.
classic monster stuff.
Struck out today at ACME. It happens. But my buddy Mike gave me some monster toys. And I'm going to head to the house and show you guys my collection. All right, I made it back home and I wanted to show you this. These are what Mike gave me. Let me show you individually and then we'll get into my monster collection. First up, Frankenstein monster. Look at the Frankenstein monster. How cool is that? These are the Bendums. I don't have these. And this is Dracula on the Bendums. I love these. I think they're so cool. The Wolfman here. And they're like bendy. You just like, you know, they don't really pose or anything, but like, they're just neat to have. And my favorite, the creature right here. It looks like he's saying, hey, forget about it, huh? Right? And this is my Creature from the Black Lagoon poster. You can see it's signed by Riku up here. And then as you make your way down, this is my little wall of monsters. Now, these you picked up at Universal Studios, Florida. They were out of the machine, the Mold-O-Matic. This creature is from Burger King. I have the whole set of the Burger King collectibles. This is an old Funko right here. I have a Revenge of the Creature signed by Rico too. More monster stuff here. Look at that. Little cup. This is another Funko. Both of these went together. Just took this one out of the box. Here. Got Dracula. And this mummy. I love it. It's from the Christmas tree shops. Marked down. Was originally $3.99. I think I paid like $20 for it there. But continuing below, I loved these. These were NECA figures here. And next to that is some more Halloween. I have a lot of Halloween. But if you make your way over to my VHS collection here, I'm still working on every title. Starting with Creature, Dracula, Frankenstein, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Mummy, the Mummy's Tomb, the Mummy's Hand, Phantom of the Opera, Wolfman, Werewolf of London. And then it stops there with the Universal Classic Monster. So I'm continuing that. I do have DVD and Blu-rays of them, but I've just always been a monster kid. I have more, just wait. This is my Creature from the Black Lagoon mask here from Trick or Treat Studios, and I just built my own stand for it. As you can see, let me get back here and you can see the stand I made for it with the netting and the rope and the Rita. And then these are normally closed. I opened the little glass panel here, but you can see my Frankenstein mask I have here. Got some other collectibles inside here. This is a magnet I picked up at Spooky. And like I said, I had all the monsters from Burger King, the toys. So I have all the little card backings and everything in here. These all came with those toys. And this is the Dracula from the Burger King. The NECA figure here of Frankenstein. You take him out. And then you go down the next shelf is a really bad creature mask that I just loved so much. I had to get it. There's a Revenge of the Creature doll. There's a Revenge of the Creature figure. My buddy Creature actually did this from the Black Lagoon Co. He did all the early artwork stuff for World of Micah. This is the stained glass enamel pin set. And this you can only get on the Silver Springs State Park glass bottom boats. You can see where they filmed Creature there. Now below this, I had to do a little Jaws area. But below that is my Wolfman mask and my Wolfman figure. And behind that is the NECA Wolfman. I need to get some more of these toys out. But I love these masks that Trick or Treat Studios did. And I love classic monsters. I really do. Been infatuated with monsters since I was a kid. And I remember in the 80s and 90s, they had all these toys. The reason I say 80s is because I was a baby in the 90s. All the toys from the 80s, I remember, because they were around still. Monsters were everywhere. They were like with Pepsi. They were with Pizza Hut. Like, it seemed like everyone had a monster, like, endorsement in the 80s and 90s. And the classic monsters, man, they were a big deal back in the day. And I think that's why I got hooked on buying, like, these little, like, who doesn't want a little creature? I think it's so cool. And I think this one, no, he doesn't light up. The Frankenstein lights up. His head lights up on the table. I remember that. But I've just always been a fan of collectibles, of monsters. I love classic monsters. I don't buy everything. Like, I really don't. I'm very picky on my collectibles unless a friend gives me some. And these guys are just going to go up because you can fill in some places with some monsters. But that's the only poster I have of the monsters, is this Creature from the Black Lagoon poster. And I'm so glad I got it signed by Rico before he passed. And I'm still working on this VHS collection. This monster collection right here is, it takes up my time when I'm searching. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for other titles with this release, you know? And I totally forgot about this glass right here. This is from Horror Nights. Threw a little E.T. in there and a little Will Byers hanging out with it. But I loved this Universal logo right here. The Monsters logo. I mean, look at that Dracula. Isn't that cool? Behind him is a really cool logo, the Monsters right there. I really do love this Dracula right here. I love the artwork and everything. I mean, look at that logo right there with the Monsters. Isn't that cool? I think that's why I'm drawn to it. There's another mug right there. Anything and everything Monsters that I find, I usually try to grab a hold of it. It's just something I've always been into. What about you? Were you a monster kid? And what a fun day this was, right? We got to go to ACME today, and I looked for some more things to put in my collection. Didn't find anything, but I got a gift from my buddy Mike, and it's going to go in my collection. Working on lighting in here. I don't like this harsh light and everything. I'm working on getting some lighting in here. It's kind of a mess in here. You guys are only going to see a little bit of this monster room right now, but hopefully I can get it fixed up and start doing more things like this, because I love showing off my little collectibles. I thought this was a fun first one. Let's start with the classic monsters, right? But if you did enjoy this episode, let me know, and I will see you guys on the next episode where Bela Lugosi and I walk down Hollywood Boulevard so he can get a nice stogie. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye.